James Bond Jr.
Also, sorry, just the James Bond logo there.
The Running Man?
The little guy in the golden circle.
Yeah.
It looked like a swastika.
Oh.
I'm just...
I'll take a better look.
I want to be frank, yeah.
I'll tell you later.
What?
Oh, I might drop...
Oh, God! Are you playing?
I'm not
in?
doing this.
Okay. Well...
Please enter password.
Yikes, he looks like an asshole.
This is the pass. Well, it's James Bond Jr. Imagine having James Bond as your father.
I think that James Bond Jr. in the canon
Is young James Bond.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck happened to Q?
Said to be used to open up a long-lost temple which contains golden artifacts.
We can't let scum get away with this. They'll use the gold to fund their evil plans.
You must stop the scum at once. You'll need some special tools for your journey. Okay. Oh, okay. I'm gonna skip past this.
Such as these special missiles and a shield attachment.
Oh, great.
Once in the temple, you may run into some nasties, so I came up with the snake charm electro flute. What?
That's a very specific
and
countermeasure.
these super jump shoes to help you reach your lofty goals.
Oh, good. Oh.
I think this trouble is the work of Dr. Derange. Usually travels with his henchman Skullcap.
Audio's okay for you?
Oh, yeah. No?
It's not okay for me.
What's happening? Ready for it?
Ready.
From half-court Kobe!
How do you do?
There's a rim shot.
What did you get in one?
It was a rim shot. I
Got-
hit the rim.
Got in one. It's my boy. That's how I raised him. Hang loose, Doug.
Oh, I always do.
I see it.
Yeah.
I see it for sure.
It definitely does that thing.
does. I think a car just died.
Lightning McQueen!
Killed by Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
That's pretty good. That's
Right?
pretty good.
This
Yeah.
is. I've just written a hit movie.
Oh my god. And do you know who's trying to solve the case?
Oh, please tell me.
The fucking Ecto one.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
He's gonna bust Lightning McQueen's ghost and bust the
Oh,
case!
special cameo by the Batmobile?
And the DeLorean.
Oh, has to be. Oh man, we should write this movie.
God damn it, we are gonna get sued by everybody. Skip this, what are you doing?
We'll call it satire.
Ah, yeah, parody law. We won't charge anybody
We'll
anyway.
change one vowel.
He looks like he's wearing a Ghostbusters costume.
He does too.
Yeah. Alright, Warfield Academy.
Yeah, okay.
It looks like a King's Quest location.
It does.
Have you heard the news, James?
Have you heard the news, James?
Oh.
An agent scum has stolen a prestigious temple.
From what I can understand, the statue can be used to open up a long-lost temple which contains gold.
We can't let scum get away with this. They'll use the gold to fund their evil
You
schemes.
must stop scum at once. You'll need some special tools for your...
Your mini-copter is armed with missiles and bombs. It should have some...
Such as these special shrapnel-tipped missiles. That sounds dangerous.
And shield attachment.
Once in the temple, you may run into some nasties, so I came up with this snake charm electro flute, which is wildly specific.
Wildly. And super jump shoes to help you reach those lofty goals. Thank you.
Thanks for the pun.
Yeah.
I think this trouble is the work of Dr. Derange. He'll use the gold to fund his evil...
Dr. Derange usually travels with his henchman, Skullcap. Watch out for him. He's not bright, but he is tough.
He's not bright because of the very heavy injury he sustained while serving in the line of duty. Shrapnel everywhere.
Oh, it's...
Is that the Noid? And the Noid?
Oh, I was gonna say it's Minos and Minos.
Mas and Minos?
Meet Moss and Menos.
¡Hola! Somos gemelos. Nacimos con 7 veces la habilidad para ser más rápido que el sonido, pero solo somos poderosos cuando nuestros cuerpos se rozan así. Más y menos si podemos.
Mas and Minos? I guess so.
Yeah.
But the Teen Titans?
Yeah, that's
okay,
Mas
good.
and Minos.
Mas and Minos, yeah, okay.
Yes, sir, Dr. Derange, sir. Wait, I'll do what I can. Shit.
Enough, you idiot! Go get him!
I mixed my voices. I should have thought of a new one.
That's all good. Okay, here
Sherlock
we
Holmes
go.
in the 22nd century.
Do I have a limited amount?
Yes.
God, why do they never tell me?
There's those shoes. Okay. Punch him. Do you got a punch?
Oh, I have a kick.
You got a kick. There's an X down there. Does that mean anything? Is this the
I don't
Binding of
think so.
Isaac?
Oh, check out check out that kick.
Ah, sweet. It's
Oh,
dive
yo.
kick.
Oh,
Wow.
I'm glad we had that first level. Oh,
I thought the game crashed. Well, this has certainly become Top Gun.
that it has. That it has.
Oh, shit. That's pretty good.
Oh, I thought those were
Matthew.
pickups.
It kind of looked like it, yeah.
That's my B.
That's okay. Your little tiny swastika self in the corner there says that you still got 4 goes.
Thank goodness for him.
He's the worst one of us all. Good. Nice. Drop bombs.
Drop bombs, but he keeps on forgetting.
What he wrote down, his whole crowd
goes so loud. Wow, that was too much.
Wait, the whole crowd goes loud. He's
He,
shake.
he opens his mouth, but the words won't come out. He's choking now. Everybody's joking now. The clock's run out. Time's up. Over. Blow. Snap back to the reality. Oh, there goes gravity.
Oh, there goes Rabbit. He chokes.
He's so sad, but he knows he won't get that up. That is, he won't have it because he
God
won't
damn
go
it,
back to his mobile home back when it's back, because that's when it's.
Ah, there's a guy in your shit.
I just got a thing. I'm not entirely sure what it does.
Yeah, this is unclear.
Also, are you proud of me for knowing that much? Because I am not.
I was actually quite impressed. I know the very first bit of that song quite well, and the rest of it's kind of like here and there.
It was my lip sync song. So I was learning it lyric for lyric, and then the lip sync thing I was doing it for never happened.
Who were you doing a lip sync thing with?
Oh, I was trying to make it happen myself, and then I couldn't get a venue nor enough people who wanted to do it.
Oh, unfortunate.
Die!
I thought this was outfitted with a shield, not like you have to earn your power-ups from Q.
Yeah, Q's a big fat liar, though.
Also, he is a sucker for having you prove yourself to him.
I can't get that guy.
No. Drop bombs!
Oh, okay, I guess that's that.
Ah, well, we're doing fine. Also, I think
It's a one-hit KO.
God damn
one-hit
this
KO.
game. Alright.
Am I back at the beginning?
No, you're way farther in.
Nice, this is what I wanted.
That was good. So, James Bond Jr., of course, was a cartoon.
Oh, was it?
It was, yeah. It was a cartoon based on James Bond, but trying to be marketed for a younger crowd.
And a hipper audience?
Yeah, so they, in the cartoon at least, they tried to gear it towards, like, a G rating, I guess. Hold on, I want to make sure, because I know that Indiana Jones Jr. is a thing. I might be thinking of that.
What about Sherlock Jr.?
No, James Bond Jr., 1991 to 1992, The Adventures of the Nephew of the Greatest of the Spies.
He learned the game from his Uncle James. Now he's heir to the name James Bond.
He's not even...
He's not even a proper Bond.
Could you imagine...
Well, I mean, I guess he is a Bond, but he's not.
If you had a brother, and your brother had a child, and you approached your brother and said, you need to name that child Matthew Herring Jr., despite the fact that your brother's name was Ted.
Oh, so just to be clear, so you feel like this was James Bond's decision?
Oh, how could this child have wound up doing this without the political structure and like James Bond rolls up and he says, this kid's gonna be the new me. And everybody's like, why? And he's like, ha ha ha! They're like, how much gin have you already had today?
It's like, not enough.
Some.
Also, isn't it a martini?
Gin martini.
Oh, yeah, I guess that's fair.
Gin martini with a little orange twist.
I hate this
I
game.
think you crashed into a tree?
Yeah, I hate this game.
That's okay. We're gonna keep playing.
That's okay. I actually don't hate this game. It's not so bad. I do wish I had more lives.
Yeah, more of a hit percentage would be great.
Yeah, just like more than one hit KO.
Do not die, please. I believe in you. I was so wrong.
You've never been so wrong. Alright, this is gonna be your go now.
All right. That was a... Oh, shit. All right.
So, A's gonna drop bombs. B's gonna shoot laser.
And the rest don't do anything. All right, cool.
No. When you get those shield pickups, each of those blips is going to be its own individual thing.
Okay.
So you're going to have 3 hits once you pick up a shield.
Video games are easy. But yeah, James Bond Jr. was sort of like Indiana Jones Jr., where it was like, let's try and make this character. Oh my god, for the next generation, but the next generation is still children, so let's not have them shoot guns. Except in this video game right now,
He's shooting a lot of guns.
killing a lot of people.
Who's your Bond?
Honestly, I think that this is like one of the less popular choices, but Timothy Dalton.
Really?
Yeah.
That's surprising.
I adore Timothy Dalton. I think he is just like so iconically Bond. He just does the job real well.
Interesting.
Who's yours?
Hate to say it, but it's Connery.
I mean, Sean Connery is the character that is impersonated.
Yeah, I mean, I know he's. The only reason I say hate to say it is I know he's politically problematic these days.
Yeah, he's not doing his best work.
No.
But yeah, Timothy Dalton I absolutely adore, and I adore him just as an actor. He's very good. Are you fucking kidding me?
Now, I'm not sure how you use that.
There we go. They do, you bastards. Jesus Christ.
Wow. Oh, watch out for those. Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think License to Kill is a very problematic little movie, but I think that Timothy Dalton's performance in it is just top notch.
Nice.
There we go.
So each of those little globules that's following you around
Mhm.
are essentially an insta kill, but you use one of your 3 if you touch somebody with them.
Yeah, I figured.
But just a pro tip.
Oh god, there they went.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I got some hits.
Well, they gave it to you at the right time then.
Wowie! I was trying to see what I
Yeah.
could do to access that bomb power-up.
No, I saw you juking around.
Yeah, do you remember a cartoon, a very bad cartoon, called Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century?
I do not. The only
Oh my
22nd century thing is Duck Dodgers.
Duck Dodgers, yeah.
I think that was
What,
the
the
20.
31st and a half or something
Yeah,
like
exactly.
that? Yeah. Yeah, Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd Century was like this fucking just buckwild. It was borderline fanfic. And it was, Sherlock Holmes gets resurrected by like a robot Watson.
Wow.
And
okay.
they're like solving crimes. Do you remember Cyber 6?
Not really.
It was like a sort of dystopic 90s future where things just were bad and it's sort of grimy and like the movie Spawn in a lot of ways.
I see. Okay.
Bring Sherlock Holmes back to life. Back to life.
It's elementary, my dear Watson.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
And shit.
That was close.
Yes, it was. But like it's sort of like a cyberpunk future, and Sherlock
Also,
Holmes.
pro tip: those green tanks, they don't turn around. So once you get past them, you can just
You're
ignore
safe,
them.
yeah. But yeah, basically, pseudo cyborg Sherlock Holmes and robot Watson are solving future crimes,
Great.
and it's super similar like tone and aesthetic to the whole James Bond Jr. Indiana Jones Jr. bullshit.
Oh yeah.
God, I wish I could turn my shit around. What am I supposed to do when it gets behind me?
Nothing. Get owned, I guess.
All right, get killed. Get good at video games. I don't know what good I get out of destroying those survey trucks.
Presumably more points, but I haven't been paying attention.
Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century.
All right, I got it. This is the real one right here.
All right, yeah. Those first two were just practice
Just
runs.
jokes, joking
Yeah.
around with some bros.
It's just a prank, bro. Yeah, so that's the tactic, is just like lay your fucking finger down on
Yeah, just
the big red button.
as many bombs as you can.
What was your, like, did you have any, like, late 90s, early 2000s weirdly edgy cartoons that you watched?
Wow, it was awful.
Yikes.
I'm sure I did. Weirdly edgy cartoons.
I'm gonna put some on the table while
Sure,
you
yeah,
think.
go for it.
Gargoyles?
Didn't watch it.
Oh, good ass goddamn show.
Oh,
Keith David was Goliath.
this is a little after, I was a little too old to be watching this even when I watched it, but I couldn't resist. Lunatics Unleashed.
Oh my god, Lunatics Unleashed!
Which I assume falls into the category of what you're asking me.
No, that's the edgiest thing, yeah.
Right?
That's like Sonic Unleashed level of edginess.
What I liked about that, this was just like this was when I should have known I was going to be a nerd. I mean, gosh darn it.
Carbines!
Was that they're Roadrunner? Slower than Roadrunner.
Yeah, the Roadrunner also was like the plucky comical one.
Yeah.
He was like, haha! Like he was the Flash in the current Justice League.
Yeah.
He was the goofy one. I liked him. I was always personally a big fan of two characters in Looney Tunes, and I grew up with Looney Tunes. Again, my father. He was Golden Age Looney Tunes.
Nice.
Like, for many Father's Days in a row, they were re-releasing what was referred to as, like, the Golden Collection. Oh, my God.
That was so bad. That was so bad.
Looney Tunes cartoons. And it was, like, starting from the first cartoon onward
wow.
and stuff like that. And so I would get those DVDs for him for his birthday.
Nice.
Sorry, for Father's Day. But I always loved Bugs, of course. Bugs Bunny, I think, is one of the most important characters. But I always loved Taz.
Oh, yeah.
And the redesigns of Bugs and Taz I thought were shit, but because I was a fucking Hot Topic child, I was so into it. I was like, they're perfect!
I can't get that one shield, and I need that shield, so I can't just not get it.
Yeah, it's fair.
Turns out Matt's not as good at video games, which is shocking to everybody, I know.
We are terrified. Frankly, a little alarmed, kind of aroused.
Have you used some more edgy cartoons?
So, of course, Goliath. Sorry, Gargoyles. Goliath was the character. Batman the Animated Series.
Oh, yeah.
Counts in that same vein.
Beyond, of course. Batman Beyond.
Oh, yeah. Batman Beyond was like the edgy version of Batman the Animated Series. Which, it's so unfortunate that it's Batman the Animated Series because it's BTAS.
Oh.
And it's so close to being just bats.
Yeah.
There's also, of course, Sherlock Holmes in the 22nd century. Good jukes. What does that do?
I have no idea.
Maybe it just increases your damage output. I mean, but everything pretty much explodes on one hit.
Yeah.
There was Cyber 6, of course, which was like the first sort of vague introduction of like queer representation in cartoons.
Oh, okay.
Because the main character was I think Carmen Sandiego as far as her design was concerned. Like the red hat, the long coat.
Back to you.
Thank you. But she moonlighted as a crime fighter, like a cyber crime fighter. Mm-hmm. But she daylighted as a male teaching assistant.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah. So it was like, I don't know. It was pretty cool.
No, it sounds interesting.
Nifty. And it had like good music. It was very like cyber goth in a lot of ways. But yeah, Cyber 6 was very good. I'm trying to think of some more. I mean, there was a very good cartoon adaptation of Spawn in this period.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Best adaptation of Spawn. Fuck, what else was there at this point?
I mean, we've hit a bunch of the highlights, I think.
I think so.
There was a very average Canadian show called The Boy. It wasn't edgy, but I remember loving it.
Oh my god, do you remember Big Man and Rusty?
No, I don't actually.
Oh my god. This was from like the Fighting Foodons and what was the other big one? Fighting Foodons and Shaman King, sort of like quasi-anime era. Mm-hmm. And Big Man and Rusty was like a big robot that kind of looked like the Iron Giant, and his kid sidekick, who I think may have been voiced by the person who voices Bobby Hill in King of the Hill.
Oh, wow.
But he was like a tiny little like scrappy boy character. Fuck.
Gotcha.
And This was this. Oh my god! I'm digging a deep vein because there's a cartoon version of the Men in Black that was also around this period of time.
Oh yeah.
It was MIB the cartoon, of course.
Of course.
And it's not bad. I remember this one joke where there was an episode where the Agent J, the Will Smith's character, was supposed to be doing essentially an escort mission, but in a cartoon episode.
Yeah.
And there's like a special underground MIB train that he was supposed to be using to escort the character. And oh my god.
At the top of that tree.
I did. And there's a bit where he says, "Get him on board the MIB choo-choo." For some reason, that really stuck with me. I thought that was very funny, and I know that there's no reason for that. It was literally just like the intonation of the voice actor. But
oh, fair enough.
Yeah.
Get it. Oh. You didn't get the mystery gift.
That we still don't understand.
Man, that one guy who's been running there is a hero.
Yeah, he's doing God's work. Dying.
Oh, you killed him right at the last
Shit! Fuck, and fighting Foodons, that's a big one. I brought that up just a second ago.
I don't even know that one.
Oh my god! Fighting Foodons was the weirdest cartoon I think I've ever even heard the conceit of. It's, in the style of an anime, but it was made by, like, 4Kids TV or whatever.
Oh, yeah?
What am I supposed to do?
Drop a bomb.
But basically, it was set in a post-apocalypse where sort of a feudal dynasty had taken back over. And what you had to do in order to, thrive was you had to earn a meal ticket. And a meal ticket was something that you applied to a dish that you created that turned that into essentially like a JoJo-esque stand.
Oh, okay.
And so that thing was your companion. So you had to perfect the dish and then apply your meal ticket to it, and then it became your fighting foodon.
Interesting.
And so the main character had a hero character. He was like a peasant, so it was surprising that he was able to whip up such a perfect dish. But he whipped up this perfect dish, and his name was Fried Ricer.
Oh no!
And Fried Ricer was like a fucking fighting champ. And there was the side character, the character that became the best friend, had some sort of noodle dish that was the best friend fighter. But there were all sorts of wacky characters that were like, I don't know, there was a character called Applegator. And it was an alligator with a slice of apple pie for her face.
Amazing.
And big old chops. And the show was just so fucking buck wild and weird. I actually, as a kid, I would draw very bad cartoons.
Nice.
And I drew my own fighting foodons at one point. Because I was very excited.
What was your fighting futon?
I don't...
Futon, sorry.
My fighting futon was a couch that folded out but also punched you.
Nice.
I don't remember, honestly. It had something to do with grilled cheese.
Nice.
Realistically.
That's super solid.
Knowing me. But right next to fighting foodons, God, I'm going down this fucking rabbit hole now. There was a show called Ultimate Muscle.
Oh.
And it was, I believe this one was based on an anime, or sorry, a manga. But it was the story, think like Speed Racer, or Charles Barkley, Shut Up and Jam Gaiden. Think these, it's like a dystopic future where one sport is sort of like the thing that people latch on to.
Sure.
Like, the sport is the most important thing. So, in Redline, it's drag racing. It's like Formula drag racing.
Mm-hmm.
In Barkley's Shut Up and Jam Gaiden, it's basketball, of course. You've got Speed Racer, it's also racing, obviously.
Racing's a big one in these movies.
Yeah.
Or in these types of movies, is what I mean.
But in this show, it's fucking wrestling.
Right up your alley, I see what's up.
Yeah, so you got your main character, whose name is Kid Muscle. And he's the
Nice.
son of one of the most famous wrestlers ever. Who
Dad Muscle?
I think his name may have been
Muscle Senior.
King Muscle or something. I can't remember right now, but Kid Muscle is a coward. He cries all the time. He's got like his mouth is like a donut. Like his lips are very big and he's always like, ooh.
Also, sorry, just to interrupt you, Scott. For me getting the shield that I got just now, can I get an instant replay in slow motion? You'll know it.
I'll play it when I get it.
Yeah,
Of course. Yeah. But Ultimate Muscle had a colorful cavalcade of characters, where you've got your wrestling, archetypes. You got heels, you've got faces.
Nice.
You've got incredibly eccentric themes for wrestlers. And so your main cast comes down to, it's Kid Muscle, and it's his first good friend, Wally Tusk.
Gotcha.
And Wally Tusk is a walrus.
Naturally.
He's a big walrus with hulking muscles.
Naturally.
Then there's Senor Cheeks, who's a French wrestler, and he's literally a butt. The whole top of his head is just a butt. So there's a lot of fart jokes when it comes to Senor Cheeks. Then you've got the sort of suave debonair.
Oh, no!
What?
Oh.
You're close. You're super close. But the suave debonair wrestler, wow, Matthew!
I wasn't paying attention. I was not ready.
His name is Dick Van Dyck.
Oh, wow.
And he is like in a red and white outfit, and he's got horns, and he's literally made to look like a Dick.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so interesting, right?
Yeah, that is interesting.
And it's just like, you gotta, the wrestlers have to fight for the sake of mankind. It's just the fucking most fun TV show. It's so goddamn silly. Yikes.
I was just trapped.
That's okay. Also, it's got a very good theme song that I'll play right now. So.
Big bad boys from outer space. Get a body slam, the human race. Wrestlers race to our defense with strength and speed and flatulence.
It's pretty good.
We're not going to talk about that one. That life didn't even
That
happen.
was a wipe. That was a clean wipe. We're not going to keep that. We're going to keep that one.
Man, there's a plane that keeps trying to sneak up behind me, and like if I wasn't dropping bombs just willy-nilly, I'd be dead.
But you just keep on forgetting what you wrote down. The whole crowd goes so loud you open up your mouth, but the words won't come out!
I'm choking now.
Mom spaghetti! Let's call it.
Yeah, I think we're done with this one.
We've been crashing helicopters for a while now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give this one edgy cartoon remake out of 0 good video games.
I'm gonna give this one James Bond Jr. out of a James Bond Senior.